Hello students, how are you doing? I hope you are doing well. Today we are going to study your ninth class poem No Men Are Foreign from the Beehive book. This poem is based on a universal theme and written by James Kirkup. In this poem, No Men Are Foreign, the poet tells us not to differentiate people on the basis of their appearance, religion, region, etc. People of the whole world are brothers. This is the moral of this poem. All people are born, wear clothes, eat food, and at last die and buried in the same earth. All of us have same kind of body parts, but it is we who defile the earth by hating and fighting with each other. Let us see the poem stanza by stanza. Let us see the first stanza of the poem that goes like this. Remember, no men are strange, no countries foreign. Beneath all uniforms, a single body breathes. Like ours, the land our brothers walk upon, is earth like this in which we all shall die. Let us see the explanation. Let us see the word meaning first. Beneath means under. Strange means unknown. In the first line, the poet says that no men are strange and no country is foreign. So he is attempting to remove the borders from the earth which have been erected to separate different countries. Then only no countries will be foreign. We will feel every country as our own land when there will be no borders. Everyone will be free to move around. The poet wants to say that the entire earth is one and all the people who live on this earth belong to one human race. Then he says that inside the uniforms worn by soldiers of different countries, the human being is the same. God has made all of us in a similar way. All breathe in the same way. Then he says that all the soldiers are our brothers. We all walk upon the same Mother Earth, and upon our death shall die in the grave in the same earth. Let us see the rhyme scheme. The entire poem is written in free verse. There is no rhyme scheme in the poem. Let us see the literary device. First literary device used over here is alliteration. The repetition of a consonant sound in two or more closely connected words is called alliteration. Let us see here body breathes. B sound is repeated in second line. Metaphor is also used over here. A uniform refers to the military of different countries. So, human body is clothes is compared to military uniforms. Enjambment is also used over here, as you see in line 1, 2, 3. No punctuation mark is used. So here is enjambment. Let us see the stanza of the poem that goes like this. They too, aware of sun and air and water, are fed by peaceful harvest, by wars, long winter starved. Their hands are ours, and in their lines we read a labor not different from our own. They refers to those people who belong to other countries. We call them foreigners and discriminate them and fight with them also. The poet says that nature has given all the bounties to all people also, just like he has given to us. Everyone gets sunlight, air, water in equal measure, which means that God does not differentiate people from different countries. We all do farming during the time of peace when there is no war. We live a relaxed life and eat the things given to us by nature. Further, he adds that the way we starve means we feel hunger during wars and winter time is the same for those belonging to other countries too. Even they don't get food at that time. So he wants to say that foreigners who belong to another country and we both are same. And then the poet says that even their hands are same as ours. They work very hard just like we do. He is giving all these examples to convey to the reader that there is no difference in us and the people belonging to other country. Let us see the poetic device used over here. Alliteration is used over here in wars winter. W sound is repeated in line second. Metaphor is used over here. War time is compared to the winter season. Enjoyment is used over here as line after line third. There is no punctuation mark used. Let us Let us see the third stanza of the poem that goes like this. Remember, they have eyes like ours that wake or sleep, and strength that can be won by love. In every land is common life that all can recognize and understand. The poet asks the reader to remember something. He says that we should keep in mind that the people of another country, whom we think to be our enemies, have been bestowed by God with similar appearance like us. God has given them eyes like ours, which open when awake and close when we are asleep. Similarly, He has given them strength which we can win through love. Then he says that in every country, in every land, there is one common thing, that is life. Life means all the things that are living. And if we can recognize them, and if we can understand their feelings and realize that they are like us, then there will be no fights or wars between us. Let us see the poetic device. Enjambment is used over here in line 1, 2, 3. No punctuation marks used. So here is enjambment. Let us see the next stanza of the poem. Let us remember whenever we are told to hate our brothers, it is ourselves that we shall despise, betray, condemn. Remember, we who take arms against each other. Word meaning despise means dislodge, deprive. Condemn means निंदा करना. Betray means धोखा देना. Okay, cheat करना. And arms here are हथियार, weapons. Okay. The poet says that we should remember that whenever someone tells us to hate a person from another country, to think him as our enemy, and whenever we think someone to be our enemy, then we deprive ourselves, we cheat ourselves, and we condemn ourselves. He says that we should stay away from such negativity. We should not consider anyone to be our enemy. During a war, both the parties must bear the loss. And that is why the poet says that war is not in our favor. He says that whenever we pick any weapon against someone, we should remember one thing. Which one thing? That is told in next stanza. Let us see the poetic device. Enjambment used over here in line 1 and 2. No punctuation mark is used. So here is enjambment. This is stanza number 5. That goes like this. It is the human earth that we defy. Our hails of fire and dust outrage the innocence of air that is everywhere our own. Remember, no men are foreign, no countries are strange. Defile means make dirty or pollute, outrage the innocence of, violate the purity of. We should keep in mind that whenever we pick weapons against any person, we make the earth dirty because weapons kill people and their bodies will, while fall on the earth, make it dirty. Whenever war happens, it leads to a lot of bloodshed, for fire and death. These dead bodies accumulate on the earth and it make it impure. The fire of war which erupts, the smoke which comes out, the dust which fills the air, it is so dirty that it pollutes and outrages the purity of air. With all these things, the poet wants to give us a message that we should not indulge in war. Finally, he ends the poet by writing the first line in the reverse and saying that remember, no men are foreign and no country is strange. Means all human beings on this earth are brothers and sisters. Let us see the poetic device. Enjoyment is used over here. In line 2, there is no punctuation mark. Line 2 is continuing to the next line without using punctuation mark. This is all student. I hope you have understood. There is a message in this poem that we should not fight with each other. All the people of this earth are brothers and sisters. We should not do wars because wars only harm us. There is no benefit doing wars. Means we can say that it is a peace poem. This is all. I hope you have understood. Thank you for watching the video.